Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to enter manual shutter speed and ISO mode on your DJI Osmo 360. To do it, you can simply click on this button in the center of the right edge of the screen, then click on Pro. Now go to Exposure. And now you are in manual exposure mode, but the ISO and shutter speed are still manually automatically adjusted. I'll show you how to manually adjust also the shutter speed, but now let's talk about the exposure. So you can change the ISO range so it won't exceed that range. So if you change the exposure, it will start changing the shutter speed instead of the ISO. Right, you can see how it changes, but the ISO stays in the range that I've set it to. Now you can also set it to the manual mode, that like a full manual mode. So if I set it now, then I can change the shutter speed and ISO manually. Now if I change the shutter speed to a lower shutter speed, the image will be darker. Also, if I set ISO to lower, the image will be darker. Now there are some disadvantages of making the shutter speed higher and ISO higher, so it's good to balance that. If you don't know too much about that, then I can explain it to you. If you're in motion, then making the shutter speed too high, like for example 1/3, may make the image in motion blurry. If you're like picturing something very static, it's great to set it to something higher, because then you can set the ISO to lower. And the lower the ISO is, the better the quality will be, because it will be less grainy. Because ISO is basically sensitivity of the matrix, and the higher the sensitivity is set to, the more graininess you may experience. So if it's something static, where the shutter speed won't be a problem, then feel free to set the shutter speed to higher and ISO to lower. But when it's in motion, you should set the shutter speed to lower and ISO to higher. But try to make ISO as low as possible to preserve the quality and avoid graininess. But when it's needed, then you just need to higher it and lower the shutter speed, so everything looks great. Also, you can switch back to auto mode and set exposure manually, as well as the ISO range. That's why there is ISO range. Or you can disable Pro mode altogether. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.